Guys, big guess. What's going to be the pre-ban? It's going to be both LD speed lead and one's going to be Wedget. The other one's going to be Nephthys. Man, Wedget going from who to like, oh my god, that's the guy she told me not to worry about instantly. First pick, excuse me, Chovy, and that's going to be Camilla first pick for Chovy. And DUCHAN is going to go with the Oliver Mouse. I'm smelling the Raccoon coming up, DUCHAN. You can't hide that from me. So I think we're going to see Vanessa Fire Monkey here coming out from Chovy. Or maybe Fire Monkey Raccoon. Oh no. Did I just not say what he's going to do? Is he going to go in with the Fire Monkey here? He's going to go with the Fire Monkey. I can do it already. He's putting his finger on it. Oh, it's going to go for Gio to counter the Oliver and the Mouse. Another draft on the Adriana. Oh my god. Everyone who picked this unit will instantly be my favorite player in this tournament, okay? Oblivion, attack buff, and just everything in one unit. Such an incredible thing, okay? Wow. The Siren to counter the passive from Chovy as well. Chovy going for... Oh no. That is Doman. Doman. And she's gonna instantly send a unit home. And you can't even stop that unless you get lucky and resist. Excuse me? That is going to be Ophelia for Chovy. Huh? Oh my god. No way. I'm seeing this. He's going with a Guild Siege team going into this. DUCHAN last picking the Shizuka to use all the buff and spread the Oblivion on the enemy team. Mouse getting banned. Doman getting banned. And we're seeing Ophelia, Camilla, Raccoon. Stay tuned because it's going to be a long, long match. Okay, first turn for the Oliver. Gonna take away the attack bar of the Gio. But let's see how will DUCHAN deal damage to Chovy, because this Ophelia is gonna steer away all the damage to her direction. But the problem with Chovy team is he's also lacking in the strip department. With only Gio, is it gonna be enough to open up any opening for Camilla to do damage? And here comes the threat state from the Ophelia. That skin looking absolutely beautiful, by the way. Here comes the Gio looking for a target. Which one is it going to be? And going into the Adriana, the Water Pudding Princess, dropping the debuff as well. The defense brick is ready. But here comes the Shizuka, returning all that favor. No, not quite yet. Gonna leave the soul protection there, but Gio can actually strip that. And Gio take exactly the buff that she needed to take away from the Adriana, leaving the defense break on the Shizuka as well. This Gio is single-handedly opening up all the different possibilities for Camilla to destroy the enemy with. Here comes Raccoon boosting the turn to Gio, getting another chance to strip and stun. Maybe gonna focus the damage on Adriana now. And here comes the finishing hit coming out from the Ophelia. Nope, gonna try to stun the Shizuka, but that's not happening. And returning all the buff back to the enemy. And Tessarion with the full stack doing so much damage on the Gio, but not quite enough to bring it down just yet. And now with the threat state being on the entire team, Gio will have to hit somebody else and now leave the Adriana alone after this turn. Here comes the Oblivion coming out from the Water Pudding Princess. Missed the chance to Oblivion, heal back a little bit, but now she's fully protected and there's nothing that the Gio can do. Trying to strip the buff away from the Ophelia, finishing off the Gio. The threat is gonna stay until the Ophelia touch the enemy, so that's gonna be a while. She's gonna go for the cleanse on the Raccoon, get the violent proc for another round buff. And Raccoon is now gonna hit the Tessarion. This is gonna take a while, but I think with the pure vanilla buff as well as the small heal that she might do, and the Tessarion getting full stack buff like this, it's gonna be very tough for Chovy to bring this game around. Tessarion just doing so much damage and potentially locking down the Raccoon and the Camilla passive. Man, this threat state coming from Shizuka is so powerful, keeping the damage away from Adriana. Here comes Oblivion. It's gonna land on the Camilla and one small heal for the unit as well. Here comes the damage from the Saurian, doing very good damage on the Rakuni, and Violent Proc to finish it off as well. I think that is GG for the first round between DUCHAN and CHOVY. Man, I love Adriana so much. Providing the attack buff and the speed buff for Thessalian is game changing because he go from doing okay damage to really good damage. And I think that is it. GG for the first game between DUCHAN and CHOVY. The threat state that CHOVY trying to bring into the game turned out to be the worst thing that he did in this game because the threat state provided so much protection for Adriana from DUCHAN team. And we're going for round 2. DUCHAN not shying away from fighting against a strong bruiser player with his own counter strategy. You want to go bruiser? I'm going to go with so many buff you cannot take it away. But is DUCHAN's going to pre-ban the Ophelia next round? Because it might be a key strategy unit for CHOVY right here. DUCHAN. What do you call that? The runner last year. Will he go into the APAC Cup easily this time? Because if you didn't watch the China qualification matches, spoiler alert, the World Final last year is out from SWC. So anything can happen. Last year you can be the best player. This year you might be gone in the qualification round. So the chance to win is up in the air for anyone to grab. Alright, let's go to match number 2 between DUCHAN and CHOVY. Let's see what's going to be the pre-ban here. It's going to be Camilla and Laura pre-ban? Interesting. Of all things, it is going to be the newly buffed LD5 Laura, who can provide speed, defense buff, and an AoE strip in the turn 1. Camilla getting pre-ban as well. Wow, Camilla getting so much respect and love. Here comes the first pick from CHOVY, and that's going to be Wedgeat and Riley. That is a lot of buff. So will DUCHAN pick up Mouse or Bover to use all this buff for his advantage? He already has Shizuka doing that. It's going to be a Bover from DUCHAN and maybe a damage dealer at this point. I wonder what's that going to be. He has a lot of LD5, so I can't really tell which damage dealer he's going to go for. And that's going to be a Gianna to utilize all the buff from CHOVY. So I think CHOVY looking like this, he might go for maybe a Fire Monkey. Oh, he's going to go for a fast unit and a damage dealer. That's going to be Ethna here for the third pick. But he might be a little bit too win heavy here if he go for another win unit. Maybe he's going to pick up. What is he gonna do? I can't tell. It's going to be Doman. I think Doman is going to be a key unit in his team because Doman doesn't really care about any counter pick. You just go in, drop the curse, and dip. And something's going to die instantly. DUCHAN's going to go with the good old classic Ragdoll here because there's going to be a unit that crit all the time over there. That's going to be Ethna. And last pick is going to be the Tomoe. I gotta say, the Omiyagi family, best family for RTA right now. Crazy how every single unit is incredible. Tomoe to spread the bomb, spread the debuff. And last pick from CHOVY is going to be the Fire Cassandra, the new hottest fire damage dealer in this game because she can't be killed very easily. And on the other hand, she's usually a Nemesis rune to kill your team before you can even react. And that's going to be the Wedgeat ban. It's going to be the Gianna ban. Attack lead for CHOVY and speed lead for DUCHAN. First turn belongs to Tomoe going in front. Oh, and get the dispersion on the Ethna. What is that Ethna rune with? Getting outsped, getting stunned, locked down. Oh my god, this Tomoe! A god despair unit! She strip stunned 2 units in the first turn. You might call her Gianna at this point. And the Shizuka also strip push attack bar back of the Fire Cassandra. And oh my god, that's looking terrible for CHOVY in the first turn. But nobody's dead yet. Karma stripping away the buff from the Ragdoll, dropping the Curse of Death. But the biggest weakness of the skill is the 15% resistance from the game. But she landed the debuff right here, which means Ragdoll will go down sooner or later. Cassandra looking for a target. And that's going to be the Ragdoll, saying goodbye to Ragdoll instantly. Shizuka looking to return all the favor. No, gonna bring the Ragdoll back first to finish off the enemy Ethna. Couldn't get the finishing attack in. And Ethna might get the heal from the Riley. Oh, she violent pro and send herself off anyway. Unbelievable. Survived just to die. And Ethna is gone. Big damage dealer is gone. But the Fire Cassandra is still here. And she's getting that skill 2 available next turn. But can she get a turn next turn? That is the biggest question. Here comes Boba trying to steal that buff. Get to the 5 stack. And the Tomoe looking for a stun. Cannot get the stun. Karma dropping on the enemy. Shizuka eating up the Karma. And oh, a violent pro curse of death on the Shizuka as well. Attack buff on the Fire Cassandra. Looking for another target. Shizuka has to stop this, but she will pay with her own price. I mean life, not price. What am I saying? And there's nothing to protect her. Boom! That attack buff on the Tomoe. And GG. Huh. Shizuka saving her skill a little bit too many times. I'm not exactly sure what she trying to do. She didn't try to stun the Fire Cassandra and the... that was a little bit confusing coming out from DUCHAN, but maybe he wasn't feeling well today, so... That was a little bit weird. He had a good start, but he didn't really utilize it later on. Doman, though, on the other hand, getting a very good showcase in there against the enemy team, dropping the Curse of Death and the Karma, just nuking the enemy team without really doing any real damage. Man, I wish I Fire Cassandra. Guys, in the chat, if you don't Fire Cassandra like me, we're here, okay? We're feeling sad. We're watching people using Fire Cassandra, and we feel bad because that is such a good unit, and I don't have it. All right, we're going to the third game to see who's going to move on to the semi-final to fight Lanket later on. Alright, this is gonna be the third game between DUCHAN and CHOVY. Let's take a look at the pre-ban here for these two players. What is gonna be the pre-ban this time? That's gonna be Wedjat and Nephthys once again. So no Wedjat for CHOVY. What will his first pick be? Maybe he's gonna go back to his route and picked up that Camilla first turn. Is he gonna do it again? He picked Camilla faster than I picked my Gianna when I first got her. Oh my goodness. What is going on? And we have the same draft. Oh no! Instead of Gio, he's gonna go for the early Leo this time. Will DUCHAN pick up maybe the Fire Cassandra to counter the Leo? That'll be interesting to see. But when you pick Mouse, you tend to want to ban the Leo. But he picked up the Vert, which means he might let the Leo stay and ban the Riley or the Camilla this time. No, it's gonna go for the Shizuka instead. But Shizuka and Tessarian to counter the passive coming out from CHOVY here. So what is CHOVY gonna pick up to counter this from DUCHAN? It's gonna be Seimei. My man has all the Amiyaji and he's using all of them effectively, and that's gonna be Seimei to counter the debuff coming out from Shizuka and the buff as well. But he kind of need maybe another damage dealer. Fire Cassandra. No, it's gonna go with the Dark Amiyaji. Every Amiyaji getting picked up here. Maybe DUCHAN just gonna go with the fire one for fun. Just kidding. That's gonna be Oberon last pick to do the big damage and also combo really well with Shizuka. So I think the ban might be on the Oberon and potentially the Seimei, because Seimei just shut down Shizuka so well. It's just not a good thing to let her stay. It's gonna be the Oberon ban. It's gonna be the Doman ban, because Doman dominated last game with the Curse of Death and the Karma, constantly forcing DUCHAN unit to die without him being able to do anything about it. But then having Shizuka on the field, oh my god, that is just not good. Because Seimei is gonna shut down Shizuka ability so bad. Even the Oblivion can't stay for long. It's only gonna be one turn. And Oblivion land on the Leo. Will the Riley take care of the Oblivion? I'm just gonna go with the immunity first. Just a casual violent prop, but couldn't take away the Oblivion, which means this Leo is gonna stay down for a little while. So the mouse damage is gonna be back for a short period of time. Looking to go for the strip on the Leo. Leo revenge with the good damage. So look at the speed of this mouse being back and being able to lap the Leo. That's crazy. And the Oblivion now land on everyone except for the Seimei, which means the heal is gonna be back. And that's not looking good. And the buff from Shizuka will not only last one turn instead of two. And will they bring down this Leo in time? Will the Riley get a violent prop to save the Leo? Never mind. Riley get that violent prop that we know, that we hate. And the Leo is gonna stay alive for a little bit longer. So Leo's getting absolutely crushed here by the entire enemy team being the focus. Not gonna stay away from the Leo just a little bit and trying to bring down the Camilla attack bar as well. But the Riley looking like she's gonna move, and that's gonna be very annoying. Trying to take away the Riley attack bar, not gonna be enough. Leo still staying alive. Riley get the buff up, and that is not looking good, okay? Because now Mao's gonna have a much harder time. Gonna get the strip done. Camilla healing the Leo just a little bit, barely keeping him alive. The freeze finally land on the Caesarian. Just everything is now being done just to keep the Leo alive, because the moment Leo get a turn, I think DUCHAN's in a lot of trouble. But Leo just can't get a turn. Will this cleanse the Oblivion? Nope, gonna cleanse the dot instead. Just everyone trying to kill the Leo and everyone trying to save the Leo. But the problem with DUCHAN is that he doesn't have any healing on his team, but Camilla and Seimei are constantly healing the team, which is very, very annoying. Maybe? Nope, gonna go for the Oblivion. Missed the Oblivion on the Seimei, but get another chance to do it, and Seimei is now Oblivion and also dead. And there's nothing that CHOVY could do. Maybe a cleanse on the Oblivion this time from the Riley. Gonna buff immunity instead. Let the Camilla, protect the Leo from further debuff. Camilla looking for a target. That's gonna be the mouse. Look at the damage on the mouse. That was incredible damage on the mouse, and slowing him down as well. Very important to keep the mouse slow down. And here comes the Leo, finally getting that turn, baby. Finally getting that turn. No violent prop for the Leo though. But anyway, he's gonna go down with the Oblivion once again for the Shizuka. And there's nothing that CHOVY can do about it. DUCHAN just completely lapping CHOVY in every single shape or form. And Leo finally go down. And I think that is pretty much GG. DUCHAN dominating this round. Just completely controlled CHOVY from the start. And I think that is pretty much it. Getting the attack buff from the Riley to give it to the Caesarian is also very crucial, because they allow the Caesarian to do so much damage. And it's just unstoppable at this point. Riley not having any skill available. Maybe get a violent prop to save the day. Not quite there yet. And I think that is a GG. DUCHAN will move on to the semi-final to fight Juan. And CHOVY is going to move down to the loser bracket and will have to compete tomorrow